Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be doing a tour of my classroom and I will share with you all the activities that we are doing for the month of November. Our theme this month is Let's Make Some Noise. So the first 2 weeks of November, our first week we are going to do Crash, and then week 2 we are going to do Bang. And then with Veterans Day this coming Friday, we will be doing a mini unit on Friday honoring Veterans Day. And then for week 3, we are going to do Thanksgiving. And then week 4 of this month, I will actually be switching over to my Christmas theme. The letters that we're doing this month are, we're doing letter G for guitar and letter X for xylophone. And then in preschool math, we are wrapping up our unit on sorting. And then in my dramatic play center, I have a farmer's market, and then I have Black Center all set up. Behind me in this area, I have my library with a couple of toys that the kids can explore while if they choose this area of the classroom. So let me switch this camera around and give you guys a more detailed look at what my classroom looks like this month. So this is my circle time area. My focus color this month is brown, and then our focus shape is square. And then here is our brown identification box for the color of the month that the kids can play in and explore. And then here is the one for square, our shape of the month. And then our sensory bin this month is a whole bunch of shakers and a bunch of little small musical instruments that we are using because our theme is Let's Make Some Noise. Here's our songs for circle time. And then this week, our theme is Crash. So these are the activities we're doing during our teacher table time, along with the task boxes. And then here's some of the books that we're focusing on, our weekly song. And then our focus is the color brown, the shape square, and then counting 1 to 10. And then I have all of our books. So in my bookshelf right now, I have music themed books. I have a couple Thanksgiving books, but I'll bring out more as we get closer to Thanksgiving. And then with Veterans Day on Friday, I have put a couple of Veterans Day books as well. And then I have our brown book and then our square book that the kids get to look at during Library Center. And then we also use these books during our teacher table time. And then down here, I just have a couple toys and small little activities that they can explore and play with if they choose to go to library centers. A puzzle up there and a piano, and then just a couple other little toys down here. And then on my table, I have brought out our table toys so I can share those with you guys. These are the activities that I always have down during drop-off so the kids can play with these while, I'm talking with parents and just kind of getting our breakfast going and all that stuff. This gives them something else to do while they're kind of waiting for our morning to get started, because they do not play in centers during drop-off. They do table toys and breakfast, and then once everybody gets here, then we start our circle time, and then we go into centers. So table toys for this month is this hedgehog. This is actually a game, so it comes with dice, and you can roll the dice and then count out the right number of pegs and try to fill your hedgehog. But we're using it just as a fine motor activity, so they're just filling in the little holes with those little pegs. This is Learning Resources Veggies Farm sorting set, and so it comes with all these cute little manipulatives, and then they can pretend like they are planting a garden with all the little pieces. And then over here is also, this is Learning Resources, the gem mining. So they get to take this little piece here and with the hammer, and they break open the gems and inside each of these. And then the fourth one is a vegetable cutting. So they get to use this little wooden knife and cut open all the little vegetables and pretend like they're creating little stews or whatever. So those are our table activities this month. This is my block center here. I switch out all of the activities in our block center every single month. And so for this month, I've brought out our large blocks, our Melissa and Doug little lock house. And then I have our large stepping stones here. These all come apart in all different kinds of pieces, so they can create all obstacles and jump on them. And so they really like playing with this, especially when I combine it with the large blocks. They like to create really fun obstacle courses. And then in the drawers, I have these brick towers, and I do leave this in here so it gives them ideas on different things to build with all of the pieces. So this is a lot of fun. And then in the second drawer, I have magnetiles. And then in this drawer, I just have more blocks. So that is what the activities are in Block Center this month. And then in my Dramatic Play Center, we have a farmer's market, so they can grab the grocery cart and get all kinds of yummy vegetables and eggs and honey and some bakery goods. And then someone can be the cashier. They love, love, love this Dramatic Play Center. So this will keep them preoccupied all month long. And then the last two centers are exclusively for my preschoolers. So my younger kids, my toddler twos, they play in library, farmer's market, or block center. And then my preschoolers also play in those centers, but then they can also choose either to go to math center or literacy center. So this is preschool math. So we are wrapping up sorting. And so during my teacher table time, I have a more guided lesson that I do with my preschoolers. And then they can choose to come to this center as well and explore further into the math concept that we're learning. So this is all about sorting. So we're learning about sorting by color and size and type and shape and texture. I have some shape buttons here that they can sort. I have a lot of sorting books in the tub. And then I created this little box of just a whole bunch of different manipulatives that they can sort in all different kinds of ways. And then in my math tubs, this unit is shapes and sorting. And so at the beginning of this unit, we were doing shapes, and now we're into sorting. But I like to keep out at least one shape activity through this whole unit to continue working on our shapes. And so this one is all the shapes all the shapes as roads, and then there's a car in here that they can drive around the outside of each shape. Math tub 2, I can sort, and I have 3 circles, so they get to use all of these manipulatives to sort any way that they choose into 3 circles. And then in Math tub 3, I have a cover by type, and so they're covering the corn with a yellow. So these are linking cubes, but I grabbed some tangrams to kind of change up the manipulative. So I have yellow, red, and orange tangrams, and they are covering them by type, depending on if they're corn, apple, or pumpkin. And then in this one is I can sort by color, and then they will line up, all the red ones, and then the orange, and then yellow, and then green, and then blue, and then purple. So these are the activities that I have out for sorting this week. Now, these activities I switch out at the beginning of every new week. And so this all stays the same as long as we're learning about sorting. The top stays the same, the books stay the same, but I switch out these 4 activities here. So there's 4 new activities that they can explore each week. Now, some of the activities I do rotate back in, so that it's not like they will never have this activity again throughout the unit, but I just like to switch it up to keep everybody interested in the activities. And then here is our literacy center. So this week we are learning about the letter G. And this bulletin board is usually our reading bulletin board, but I'm switching that to a different place in my classroom, and I'm going to make our birthday board here because I have a lot of birthdays coming up in the next like 2 months, a lot of my students, so I really want to emphasize birthdays in my classroom, so that's going to go up on that bulletin board. So we are learning about letter G, so I have some books, and then I have just some items that start with letter G here, and then some flashcards, and then some of the activities that they can choose to do in the center. So they can create the letter G using these little pieces and our cookie sheet, which is magnetic. They can sort the letter G here. So if it's letter G, it goes on the stage. But if it's not letter G, then it does not go on the stage. Over here is our writing board, so they can practice writing letter G. Here is a letter G sort, so they're sorting by uppercase or lowercase g. And then in this one I have our letter blocks, and so they can, they like to stack these and make towers with all of the letters. So that's what's going on in this center. Next week will be letter X, and then week 3, when we have our theme is Thanksgiving, I will make this center just into alphabet toys. So just like this one here with just the letter blocks, all of the activities will just be alphabet toys, since we won't really be focusing on a certain letter that week. Thanks guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.